Hey everybody, Dave with Dave Life Adventures here. I wanted to just share a project that I just completed with you guys, and I know I've talked about it a few times, the idea of cutting out a spot here under the Nautilus P4 panel here. Prior to cutting this out, you really couldn't access very well the filter that you can see there and the pump, which you can see to the left over there. This is a leak detector. Thanks to Alex Wynn for turning me on to those from Govee. But as you can see here, I have cut out quite a large spot. You may have seen a previous post where I had a portion of this cut out, but I went ahead and went as big as I could through here and still be able to 3D print a panel. So what I did was I printed a template for the size that I wanted, and you can put that template on there, put a piece of tape on there, and then you can trace around the inside of this template and mark your spot on this plastic mold here to be able to cut. And I used an oscillating tool for the initial cut here, just a battery powered oscillating tool with a head on it like this. So you just kind of have to be careful, but you can it'll oscillate and it will kind of burn through essentially that plastic. It will get hot, so be careful and don't touch it after you do it. But then after that, I 3D printed, well, I kind of designed the template around the 3D print that I've got, and I wanted something that could have vents in it to allow better airflow back here, especially if you're in colder climates and you're looking to, you know, get a little bit of airflow in there to help with freezing, to not freeze the pipes as quickly. If you're running the heat on the inside, it can kind of allow that to flow in there. And the vents are pointed up so that when you're on the panel and you look down, it looks like it's closed, but yet it's got really good airflow going up in it. I've got a little hook here to be able to pull with your finger. And the back side of this, I'll set it down there so you can kind of see the design, but it has these little tabs that will hug around the edges of this. So your cut does not have to be perfect here, but it's got 2 tabs on each side of it. And you may notice that it's got foam tape. If you can find 1/8" foam tape and put on here, that would be great. You can see that mine's a little imperfect there because I used 1/4 inch and then cut it with some Stanley Sears. Oh my gosh, what is that called? Snips. And then just taped it on there. But I designed this so that you would have 1/8 inch between the edge of the post there and the edge of the design. So once this is done, you can take this, put one end in first and kind of bend it a bit. I used PETG high flow filament here, and it'll go right in there, and that foam kind of helps seal it there. Really nice looking, and it's not gonna make any noise vibrating there. If anybody is interested in the print files for this, I'm happy to share with you. I printed this on a Bambu X1C printer, but it should work on pretty much anything. That you just need a build plate that is large enough. This works out to be somewhere around 8 inches. Everything's in millimeters, so I've got a 256 by 256 build plate on mine, and that was able to fit on there quite nicely. I even printed it without supports, but you may want to add supports, just kind of depending on your printer behavior. but it printed pretty well without the supports there. I went through probably 6 different versions of this to design it properly and get it working, but I thought I'd share it with you guys. I'm real pleased with the way it turned out, and looks good. Very quick access to be able to clean out your filter or access your pump or get your leak detector sensor swapped out, or whatever the case may be that you need to get in there for, without having to take off all of these screws and pull out this panel, which has a ton of plumbing connected to it. So every time you move that, you're running the risk of damaging some of the plumbing or ending up with a leak. So I wanted to minimize that as much as possible. So hope you guys like this. Let me know if you have some ideas for improvements on this, or a better way to do this. If you like this, please do give us a thumbs up here and subscribe to the channel. I'll try to do more content like this as time goes on.